so the Pope finally gives his first encyclical, which is basically almost like a State of the Union, but it's like to the popes. It's like a letter that he gives out to the other bishops, and it's basically saying, "Hey, this is what we're rocking with, this is what we're not rocking with, whatever." So in his first encyclical, he talks about AI. Most of the encyclicals before that is kind of like exposing false prophets and things of that nature. So he's basically saying AI needs to be regulated. It needs to be shut down. It needs to, if it does not need to be shut down, it needs to be regulated because people are going to start seeing it as God. Or we have to work together with it, and it's kind of giving signs of AGI is out here, because there was also a mention of non-human intelligence, which people often may say aliens, AI. Because with AGI, which is artificial general intelligence, that means it can think for itself, come up with its own ideas, and actually be creative. It's the most human-like thinking that artificial intelligence can do. So the Pope is like, hey, man, we got to do something about that. And the only people that's willing to work with him is actually Anthropic. And Anthropic throughout this whole thing has been real strong on the point of, hey, we need guardrails on this because this can get out of hand. And even the Pope is agreeing like, hey, man, it's going to be to a point that people are going to bear false witness to a false idol. And that's going to be insane. And people are doing that slowly and slowly. You have people that's actually using artificial intelligence as their own therapist at this point, asking it life questions and guidance on it. It's being stretched farther than just information that can help you move something forward or help projects or put things together during computers. People are now taking life advice. It's almost, as you would say, praying to a god at this point on a computer. So it's already gotten too far already, and it's only going to get worse as humans get dumber. Because we're seeing we're in like an idiocracy type of barbaric society at this point. And as humans are getting more primitive and they're using AI to basically now solve life problems, it's becoming very godlike, very fast, very fast. So I'm gonna show a video basically of like kind of how he addressed it.
In a special way, I'd like to thank Mr. Ola for accepting our invitation. In turn, in the name of the church, I accept your invitation to walk together, to listen and to speak, and together to find the way for humanity in this time of artificial intelligence.
There is something big is going on.
Of hope it is that with our differences, we can listen to one another. This interchange clearly bespeaks the gravity of the moment, as well as confidence that together we can discern the major questions of our time, and so the future of humanity.
Yeah, so he also understands that this is very major of what's going on with artificial intelligence, and things can go very bad very fast. We're going to either destroy ourselves by war, because now they keep connecting it to military installations, which can just, oh my God, drone strikes. Like we're more heading to a dystopia and self-destruction than utopia. And like I think the utopia of having artificial intelligence, universal basic income, everything that's supposed to come with artificial intelligence, robots and everything that's supposed to handle things for us, all of that is like, that's a pipe dream at this point. Now we're headed into because we have authority. I can't even say it right now at this point. Now to the point that we're basically in the United States, we're in a almost dictatorship at this point, controlled by oligarchs. Now we're seeing the wealth gap just be deeply widened due to the fact of now artificial intelligence can replace humans. And as people from the early conspiracy theory days of, hey, the government is going to get rid of us. They only want 10% population again and all this. It's looking very like that again. It's looking like that. It's looking exactly like what we saw on YouTube growing up when we were kids, 2007 and all that, when they were, exposing the government back before Alex Jones became compromised, all of that. It's looking like that plan is still playing out. And that plan is still playing out and it's being sped up due to artificial intelligence. And we see them with the money, the digitization of money. You know, cryptocurrency is going to be the backbone of the new financial system. And as a person, that's how I got my popularity, was due to teaching cryptocurrency. I always stated since the beginning that I'm teaching you guys how to navigate in this new matrix they're going to curate for people. So we're the early cyberpunks, as you would say. If anybody who's played the game Cyberpunk 2077, that's who we are. We are going to be as what they would call the Bart Moss Collective. Like, we are the ones that are actually trying to tell you guys, hey, this is how it's going to work. This is how you navigate it. This is how you don't become a slave to it. This is how you go whatever with this stuff. And I was teaching people, I actually have a video teaching people how to make cyber decks and how to have your own offline artificial intelligence, Google Maps, everything. So everything gets shut out unless you have some type of digital ID, whatever attached to everything. You'll be able to have your own cyber deck, which it's on this page. You'll see it. It's called How to Build Cyber Decks. I think I'm gonna make it a feature video. So where you can have your own offline system that's disconnected from all of that. You know, you can use Raspberry Pis with AI connected. You can also use Flipper Zeros and connect that. There's so much stuff that you can do. So we're heading into a time to where the new streets is going to be rogue technologists because of what's happening. And as we see, it even hit the Vatican, and they're saying, hey, we got to do something about it. The new world leaders are the tech people, the technocrats. That's what they're called. So for people who want to know, these new world leaders now, because now old money is fading away. All these secret battles, these secret wars that's been happening, that was the wars between the old money and the new money. And the new money is the technocrats. And the technocrats is straight up giving you revenge of the nerds. Straight revenge of the nerds at this point. And they're making people pay for their shortcomings. And they're on drugs. They're on drugs. So that's what's making it also worse. So we're looking up drugged up madmen who are trying to dominate the world as fast as possible. So we're seeing now everything is being talked about on a world stage. So this lady was mentioning transhumanism in this. Hold on, let me go ahead here. I'll make sure I press the right buttons, because I got everything on hotkeys.
Encyclical tradition also traditionally exposes false idols. The popes have taught, we will not be saved by the market, nor by historical forces, nor by the nation state. Today, Pope Leo cautions that we will not be saved by AI either, or by its post and transhumanisms. Such ideologies present total autonomy, radical automation, machine consciousness, and the overcoming of human limits as saving goals. In doing so, they create new dependencies, exclusions, and inequalities, to quote the Holy Father.
And basically what she said is basically the same thing I was saying. Like, this is what's gonna happen, and it's happening very, very fast. And I know people are like, well, damn, you have such a somber tone about what's going on. Yeah. So everybody that does not know technology, I think you should start Googling. You should really start getting into your tech bag and knowing how to build things and have some type of ingenuity. Yes, basic survival tactics also, but you really need to start knowing the tech that's around you, because we're going to have to start doing things to digitally manipulate our world in order to be able to survive if you want to move freely because of mass surveillance. Like, you're going to see people that's going to be able to, like, it's a certain hat that you can wear that actually shines your head very, very bright because cameras can't pick it up. I have to find the name of that hat. And now people are having Faraday rooms because of thoughts being put into their head digitally due to frequency. And then in the Faraday rooms, it's so clear, calm, and it relaxes your mind. And as soon as they leave the room, they can actually notice the thoughts being put in their head. And that is concerning, and that is something that now is not a conspiracy theory anymore about them putting thoughts or putting memories or any of that inside of your head, because it's all based off of frequency. If everybody knows what's going on, it's frequency. And as Nikola Tesla stated, he said that is the key to the world, 369. Frequency, and these people perfected frequency. And you can obviously tell that, come on, cell phones is like the easiest part of it. And if you like, well, how do we get Wi-Fi? People don't even question things. People that don't question things like really are very concerning to me. Like, how don't you question, hey, how are we getting Wi-Fi? How are we getting Bluetooth? How are we getting these wireless transmissions into this? So if they can do this to my phone, you think they can't do that to your brain? That only takes 12 volts electricity in your body. Come on. But that's all for today, man. I'll catch you on the next one.